At 60 FPS too. Ooh. All right. All right. Just waiting for. I'm on my iPad right now, waiting for. That's probably the notification for you,
That
saying.
definitely is the notification for me letting me know that we are live. Because actually, it doesn't count until my phone says that we're live.
All right.
So, hey, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to News to Astonish, where we discuss everything, everything. No
Just
more,
everything.
no more comics, movies, games, more everything. Well, you know what? It's still comics, movies, games, and more. We are gonna be doing all of that. And Brian, do me a favor, hit that like button there. Hey, we got another person on here. Thanks for watching. Welcome aboard to the live stream.
Yes, live stream. That's snack time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dual time live stream.
I already had dinner. So, guys who are watching and joining, please grab open some snacks. Enjoy the show. So today, what we're going to be talking about is the Disney Fox deal.
Westy Kid?
Was that?
Could barely see. Hold on.
Oh.
Yes, Westy Kid. Hey, it says hey.
Oh, Westy Kid. Hey, buddy. I don't think I remember seeing you before, unless you changed your name and you're still like a long time subscriber. Westy Kid, thanks for joining. But anyways, as I was saying before, I'm also live on Twitch, which I gotta manage as well and check out. But Westy Kid, thanks for joining.
Only a YouTuber, so I'll only know about those. Oh, welcome.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he's welcome, man. I'm glad you're joining. Please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it.
Oh man. So,
I keep getting notifications from Twitch to manage my Twitch channel from mobile. All right, so we have 4 people on the stream live. So let's begin.
Okay. So yeah, I was just about to say that. All right. So as you said, Disney's a done deal.
Yes, it is.
Fox is done.
Yes.
No more Fox properties. Gosh, does that mean when I watch The Simpsons, it's not going to be the same anymore?
They might have some Disney references on The Simpsons.
Yes. Or, I mean, I'm sorry. Should I not stray too far from the comic books? Because that's. I mean, when I think of Fox, man, I still think of my Sunday night lineup.
Yeah, definitely. Does that mean properties that are on Fox are like, let's say Gotham are gonna be in Disney?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, no, Gotham, I believe is done.
Yeah, well, season 5 will be done, and that's it.
And Gotham, I think, goes to Hulu when it's done. I mean, not Hulu, Netflix when it's done.
Yeah.
Because that's how I'm gonna finish catching up on last season of Gotham. Because not last season, 2 seasons. Because Gotham, I mean, I watch Gotham.
Well, it looks like we got a lot of people here, by the way. Yeah, Gotham's really good.
Yeah.
6 guys, all of you guys that are joining, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate it.
Gotham to me is one of those shows that if you step away from it being a Batman story and just take it as what it is, not what it is, just take the story just as is, and don't wonder why are they doing those things to Batman's Rogues Gallery, or why are they doing all of these things to Batman. If you just remove the Batman from it and not look at it as a Batman fan, but as just not even a crime drama, it's still a sci-fi crime drama.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good. I like Gotham, and I think Gotham's best binging.
Oh, I like to point out that Westy Kid mentioned that The Simpsons predicted Disney would own everything, and that's true.
Yes,
it's an old episode too, by the way. I stopped watching The Simpsons years ago, but they were funny back in like the early days. But it was true. They did make a prediction like that, and that was hilarious. So now I look back at it, it's even funnier.
So Westy Kid, since you're here, I hope you don't mind me calling you out. Tell me, you a Simpsons fan?
I presume that he is. I'm pretty sure Westy Kid is a Simpsons fan.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because I like The Simpsons. Now, I'm not hardcore. I'm not gonna tell you, hey, at what season 5? Wait, 5, 9, one of those 9. The whole show. One of those. Actually, I'm not sure when the writing
Well,
changed.
it's like everything else, actually. You know, who's gonna remember what they read years ago in a comic book or in what they watch in a TV show or in a season? It's gonna be hard. It's
What
hard to
I'm
remember
saying is,
unless you're a
some
hardcore
Simpsons. Yes, I was gonna say the Simpsons have some real hardcore um,
fans.
fans that are definitely original Simpsons um, creative team fans, and I am not one of them. I enjoy The Simpsons to the point where I still watch it to this day.
Huh.
Um,
Well, Chris
yeah.
Critic, hey Chris, he's a good friend of mine. Chris, he says Disney will one day own Google. Well, I think we're straying away from the conversation. Let's talk about this.
Whoa! Disney owning Google?
I don't know. I don't know about
No.
that.
No, Disney's not going to own Google. The world is going to be owned by corporations, and Disney will be one of them. You think Disneyland having the Magic Kingdom is something? No. If you if you think like how the future is with Old Man Logan and how the country's pretty much broken up into territories, I think it's going to be like that. Disney's going to own a chunk of the world.
Disney will
But
probably
Google's going to own another chunk.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Disney's going to branch off into like government territorial stuff.
Yes.
Yes. But
Disney
anyways,
might partner up with Microsoft. That's what's gonna happen. Disney and Microsoft.
so Disney Fox deal. Now, what does that mean for Wolverine or X-Men and Deadpool and Fantastic Four? We made some predictions in the last videos, but let's make some more predictions. That's what makes it fun. And Russo's have revealed that there were some reshoots and retakes in Avengers Endgame filming. That could possibly mean anything. Where they were gonna include certain characters, but we don't know what. And then they removed it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's crazy stuff. I know.
I know. Like, oh man. I don't know what I would do if at the end of Endgame I'm like, oh snap, that was a great movie, but I'm like, I gotta sit and watch the end credits, and all of a sudden, Snick happens. Like, it wasn't as good in. You didn't.
He loves Guardians, but the Haunted Mansion ride was better.
Oh, hold on. Is there a Guardians ride at Disney World?
Yeah, there is.
I have not been to Disney World in so long.
Me either.
It's been so long that the Haunted Mansion ride is still my favorite. Or no,
I love that ride. Yeah,
Tower of Terror would be my favorite.
So let's read some of the stuff that Disney posted on superherohype.com. It says here that it's certainly taken longer than expected, but within a matter of hours, Disney will complete one of the biggest acquisitions to date. 21st Century Fox representative confirmed that the completion of the mega merger with Disney is set to take over later tonight. The Walt Disney Company's acquisition of 21CF will become effective at 12:02 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, March 20th, 2019. This will be a day to remember for all us Marvel fans and everything. Disney first went public with its internet and Fox, with its interest in Fox way back in December 2017. From there, Disney offered $52.4 billion for most of Fox's entertainment assets. However, Disney ran billion with a capital B and emphasis on the billion. Disney ran into some opposition from Comcast. I remember when that happened. Oh man, I was like so pissed. God damn, Mobile Dash Live.
Hold on, because I'm easily thrown off onto a different tangent.
Yeah.
Where was Millhouse in the Lego movie?
I don't remember that reference at all. And I remember Millhouse cameo in the Lego movie. But anyways, as I was saying, the cable giant made its own.
How did I miss this?
Dude, you know the Comcast made a bid for $65 billion for the Comcast for the company back in May 2018. I remember Comcast was going forward with Disney, back and forth with Disney, making the deal. But Disney eventually won out, of course. A final purchase of $71.3 billion. Haha, top that, Comcast. Now, all of Fox's assets will go to the company. Fox News and Fox will be part of the new company called Fox
News.
Fox.
Interrupt you, but just so Iggy, so that Hunter Iggy doesn't have to go back in the live stream. Hunter Iggy's wanting to hear your opinion on the X-Men with the deal, and as far as Marvel rebooting.
Yeah, I saw that, and I think that I think it'd be best for the MCU to reboot the X-Men, and remember, like the original X-Men didn't have Wolverine in the original lineup from like the very first issues, and if Marvel Studios is gonna reboot X-Men, they have to focus on the whole team aspect rather than focusing on Wolverine because he's a very popular character. But I think they should start up the lineup like the originals from like the comics with Cyclops, Beast, and Jean Grey and Angel.
Yeah.
To start off as
pretty
the
much the X-Men Blue cast.
The Blue cast, yeah, the original cast. And don't introduce Wolverine until either
we get some time to.
No, do not introduce Wolverine until
Jackman.
Introduce Wolverine as an appearance like he did in the comics where he first appeared in the Incredible Hulk. So I think either a Hulk solo movie or an Avengers film. Wolverine gets introduced and then he transitions over to an X-Men movie. That's how it should be done. And that's how I wanted to be done. Because this is what we want. And we're fans. And bite me. Don't at me. Okay? So
almost like Hulk going loose in Canada. And before Iron Man can get his Hulkbuster armor, Wolverine's already on it.
Yeah. But pretty much. And I want Wolverine as Yellow Duds. Okay? Can we please do that? Anyways, what was I? Fox News and Fox will be part of the new company called New Fox. Regardless, Disney still has some major assets to its credits. This includes 20th Century Fox and its historic movie library. FX, National Geographic, and the other cable networks were also included. Additionally, all the various Marvel properties that were under Fox's control will now be available for Marvel Studios projects. And that includes Deadpool, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. And Disney has revealed its plans for 21st Century Fox assets just yet. Or hasn't. But however, we may know more later this year, of course. Especially with the company's D23 Expo set to take place this August in Anaheim. For now, the acquisition news continues to flourish on social media, with fans eager to see what comes from it. Even Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds got in the act in the following tweet. Ryan Reynolds made a tweet earlier today with Deadpool in a bus with the Mickey Mouse ears. It feels like the first day of pool. That's pretty much it. And that's really exciting stuff, man. I can't really wait for that. So, what are your thoughts on the matter?
Okay. What are my thoughts on the matter?
Yeah.
I missed Milhouse in the Morgan Freeman's character scene. But no, I do have a quick question for the chat. How's the stream going? Are you guys seeing us clear?
So far, it's green in my end, but and I'm seeing it in this end too. It looks pretty good.
Okay. All right, because now I gotta go rewatch the Lego Movie, which is gonna be fun. Because now once I rewatch the Lego Movie, Everything Is Awesome is gonna be stuck in my head for probably 2 weeks after.
Oh, hold on. Now that this guy brought it up, Westy Kid, he said that there was a scene where Morgan Freeman's Lego Man held a meeting and random characters were there and Milhouse was there too. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to go back and look at what Westy Kid's talking about. That's but Everything Is Awesome, so it's cool.
Everything is awesome. I love the Lego Movie.
Yeah, I know. It is surprisingly great.
What's that? What's Charlie Day's character that's obsessed with spaceships?
Oh.
all pilots follow that spaceship. Spaceship! I literally laughed so hard and cried in tears because of my laughter on that scene. Every time I watch it, I can never watch it with a straight face. It's just this guy just screaming, "Spaceship!" He's just obsessed with spaceships.
Oh man, is spaceships gonna be this week's gayness?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like we can build a spaceship. Spaceship.
We don't need a spaceship.
Hunter Iggy, there are rumors going around that James McAvoy said he wants to play as Riddler in the DCEU. You know what? He looks the part. He does. I think he looks the part to be the Riddler. James McAvoy could be a great Riddler. And then
I mean that's the kind of work that he does. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
why not Riddler?
Look at his performance. I mean, Riddler psychologically, he's kind of not all up there. He's very insane, borderline insane, or at least very insane. And look at his performance in Glass. And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he can top off playing Riddler. He's top dollar for that, definitely.
No, and he's done a lot of work. It's even if it's not always big in the U.S. Like if you look him up, he does work overseas.
Definitely.
And he's not always the most sane person that he's playing. But Westy Kid has a question as to whether or not you think there's going to be another villain in Endgame.
Probably. Maybe just like how Marvel does like a lot of foreshadowing, which I picked up a lot on if you rewatch the movies. And like there was a video recently released on like the foreshadowing of like upcoming villains and, you know, characters. I think there is, but not exactly as focused as Thanos. But there will be probably another presence there that you can sense. Like, for instance, in Age of Ultron, he speaks a lot on metaphors and certain like words he uses. He had a quote in Age of Ultron. Ultron literally said, "God is coming, and he's gonna throw a stone at it." And I'm like thinking, whoa, when you think about it, that's Thanos. And he's winding up to throw a stone at the Earth. Like, that's what he said. And I'm like, that's Thanos getting the stones. And he's throwing a stone at the Earth. Like, that's really cool. And like Tony Stark, when he says that up there, that's the end game. That can't be coincidence. Like, it's just pure coincidence. It's not coincidence at all. It was planned for the longest time. Yeah. This is the Infinity Saga. All these movies that, you know, culminated is called the Infinity Saga. And when when Endgame ends, we're gonna move on to another saga. We could probably call it the Galactus Saga or some other things. It's just like a comic book where like a bunch of comics come out that lead up to a major event, and that major event concludes, and then it's on to the next saga. So
yes,
but like within that major event, there's a lot of stories to be told from individual characters. And that's the saga that leads up to that major event, which is really awesome. I can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and that pretty much is my answer to Westy Kid's question as is there going to be another villain? Yes. Because, as Ronnie's saying, it's a comic book. Comic books are pretty much... you always have to leave something in the end to make them want to come back for more.
Yeah.
And I think that is probably going to be a tease as to what's next to come.
Yeah.
Because as Ronnie said, they've been doing it all throughout these first 3 phases. Each movie's had something to slightly tease at what's happening. Well, I mean, those weren't teasers as much as just little hints.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're going to make sure that Avengers 4 does not completely end everything, and it somehow hints at what's to come. Now, whether or not he got captured and killed. Like, just say, no, we killed Steve Rogers and we put a scroll in his place. Now, it would be terrible for his death to be
that'd be awful,
like that.
Dude. That'd be awful. Oh my god.
But that would put some hatred on the Skrulls. That's just, I don't know how well fans will take killing Captain America off screen.
Speaking of which, and I like to touch briefly on the Skrulls real quick. Going into this movie and some people were confused at the fact, or they had this idea that the Skrulls were actually the bad guys, and they don't know why they came out to be the good guys in this movie. And I'm like thinking, well, to my point, and to like a lot of the points that the directors made, and some people and Kevin Feige made, within every race there are terrible people and there are good people. The Skrulls, not all of them are completely bad, and there's a huge history within the Skrulls that you gotta know about as to why they are the way they are and why they became the way they are. You know, like the Skrulls' history takes place like back thousands of years ago. They were practically forced to become militaristic, you know, because of fear and because of the war that was started with the Kree. And they were forced to do that. And of course, within every race, there's always people that are gonna like commit crimes. There's always evil people and there's always good people. So it just so happens that the Captain Marvel movie, the Skrulls were the good guys. And still, and to this day in the comics, if you read them, they're still good Skrull characters. So I just wanted to mention that.
I guess the question is, why'd they come to Earth? Refugees, or is it a strategic militaristic plan which does not benefit humans, which would make them
take over the world? Take over the world, basically. Like take over Earth, basically.
Yeah, that makes them bad guys to us.
To us, that makes them bad guys. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me.
From our point of view, yeah, you're bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand the whole PC aspect of not everyone in a group is bad. But I mean, if your point in coming was not to our benefit, I don't care if technically you're a good person on the inside. You mean to do us harm. Now I understand some come as refugees, but
well, Wesley Kid says that he thinks that the MCU aren't doing the Hulk justice because they used to say that he was the strongest, but now Captain Marvel is. I think they're doing him just fine. It's just Universal. They're just being a bunch of a-holes right now.
yeah, the MCU's
They will
afraid
not.
to use Hulk.
They're afraid to use Hulk in a solo movie because Universal won't let them do it. But they'll let them use him in like a bunch of other movies. But in itself, the Hulk itself has an arc throughout the movies. So he actually has a trilogy within the films. Like his trilogy started off with his own trilogy, his own story. Kind of starts with Thor Ragnarok. The second one will be Endgame, and then the last one will be Infinity War, which also will lead him to
Other way around, but yeah.
Or other way. I'm sorry, Infinity War then Endgame. Excuse me.
But I mean, even more beyond that. No,
but
you're right.
but beyond that, he's had a story arc. The Incredible Hulk was actually one that started it off, but
that
like
has me thinking Westy Kid's point can't be that Hulk just wasn't developed, because as you're saying, Hulk was developed. I just think I'm Westy Kid. Clarify if I'm getting your words wrong, but probably just that they're depowering Hulk by saying one, Captain Marvel is stronger. Two, Hulk is pretty much a wimp, where Hulk doesn't wimp out.
Yeah.
Hulk just gets madder. The only emotion Hulk knows is anger.
Yeah, exactly.
So instead of being like, screw you, Mark Ruffalo, I ain't coming back. That purple man is mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, call me when the Hamburglar comes, but I ain't touching Grimace no more.
Well, I think like we're gonna be getting Professor Hulk, and I'm excited for that. I want to see a smart, sophisticated-looking Hulk who is very intelligent, but also uses brute strength when necessary. So that's gonna be really cool. I can't wait to see that, and I hope he wears his glasses.
Because how are you the Hulk and need glasses?
Can you imagine though? Like he's this brute strength, strong, big individual, and he wears like little glasses to like do some science stuff, and then he takes them off when he gets serious to fight. He's like, "Well, I guess your efforts are futile. Shall we bow? Like, shall we brawl?" Like I can imagine him doing that. Like, like prepare to duel. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
can you believe we haven't really said too much about Deadpool other than the tweet?
Well, yeah, we're going to be going to Deadpool now, transitioning in a bit. To the 5 of you guys that are watching, how's the stream going? Please let me know down in the comments. Chris Critic, you're pretty quiet. Are you still there, man? Let me message him, actually. I have his WhatsApp. I'm going to annoy the crap out of him.
Why did this deal take so long? Well, I mean, it's one of the biggest to be done. So, I mean, it taken some time, yeah, but I mean, did they enjoy playing with our emotions like that? I don't know. But now that it's done, I demand Marvel give me something very soon.
Oh, Eric Midgard,
That is what's going to annoy me. If Marvel takes too long to use some of those properties.
It's just legal issues that they got to settle, and this isn't like your typical transaction in like in a Starbucks or a Publix or whatever. This is a big freaking company that they gotta purchase, and they gotta like clear out all the murkiness, and they gotta read between the lines and make sure what the transaction is going as they intended it to go.
Gotta have their field.
Like we're talking about a bunch of suits. Okay, yeah. One of the guys that was on the stream, he had to help somebody, a friend with something, but whatever. Anyways, what did you think of Goose scratching Nick Fury's eye, and now Nick Fury owns him? You know what? That was like kind of a big middle finger. I was hoping it was somebody that he knew really well, and that it ended up being revealed to be a Skrull, and then they got into a fight, and he took out his eye somehow. I was hoping that would be not a stupid cat scratch. And it ended up being like a joke within itself. It's like I can neither confirm or deny that happened, so like that was a little silly, actually, in my opinion.
The stream's going good. Thank you, Eric, for letting us know.
Eric, thanks, for telling us that the stream's going well.
But yeah, Nick Fury's eye, like, I almost feel like it'd have been cooler if they would have, if he didn't lose his eye, but it healed back. So it's like, Oh no, that's not how he lost his eye.
Yeah,
As
man.
if it was a mislead. I think that would have been better.
But
Just
what takes me like, and it also takes me back to Captain America: The Winter Soldier, where Nick Fury says, "The last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye." That somebody is a cat.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd have been cool to play with that he got the scratch in his eye, but he didn't lose the eye that way. That way we're left with, how did he lose his eye? I guess we'll never know.
Well, he did. Like, I guess he lost. I mean, I guess it didn't show that he actually lost it. He did keep his eye closed. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying. I just wish that they didn't give us the definitive answers to this is how Nick Fury loses an eye.
Yeah. That sucks.
'Cause, I mean, the message I got from that is Disney is the house of mouse and they don't like cats, and neither should you, because you could lose an eye from that. that's what I think.
Hey, the moral story of this movie is that, guys, cats are jerks. We don't like cats, so you shouldn't too, because you can easily lose an eye. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a major battle where he loses his eye in the process, not a damn cat scratching it off. Yeah, that's what exactly. I said this, and like I was thinking the same. I'm like thinking, well, he said, and I remember that quote from Winter Soldier. Last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye. So I thought it would be like a lifelong friend who's been revealed to be a Skrull the entire time, and I'm like, that would have played out much better, but no.
Yeah.
I loved it when in the first Avengers, when everybody was afraid of Hulk because Angry Hulk is unpredictable. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and Iron Man like says that, oh, I like it when you turn into like the big angry green rage monster. That was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I remember when that movie first came out, or when I first saw like the first bit of the trailer. Like I'm thinking, like, how are they gonna pull this off? All these superheroes in one big in a film. Like, will it be too much? Like, this was like setting the precedence of something. This was the start of something really good, and this was like unprecedented at the time, and now it's like the norm to see a superhero team up, and now everybody wants in on the pie. Everybody wants to do a superhero team up movie.
Yes. I actually, when
it's
it
the
came
norm.
out, I was not hesitant. I wasn't like, oh no, how are they gonna do it? I was like, oh yes, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. And I never would have thought that we'd ever get an Avengers film. And Loki was like the first villain. So, like in the comics, he was the first villain
to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Hold on. Eric says he hasn't seen the Winter Soldier.
I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything in the Winter Soldier. I can't believe I haven't seen it. It's like arguably the best Captain America movie ever.
I like Civil War.
Freaking Winter Soldier, though, the espionage, spy, thriller side of it is amazing.
It is. So, Eric, is there a reason you haven't seen Winter Soldier?
Have you not seen all MCU movies?
Because you saw Captain Marvel, but you haven't seen Winter Soldier.
6 people watching. For those of you that are
I'm thinking maybe there's a couple of other MCU movies you haven't seen. Because if you singly picked out Winter Soldier and said, nah, not that one, I'm going to seriously ask that you reconsider that decision.
Yeah. For those of you who are still joining the stream, 6 of you guys, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it.
Eric, for real, I'm a little curious. Like,
all right, 7 people. Guys, hit that like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining in. So
actually, I have a question.
Eric, I'm really curious. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I know we're all big MCU fans. Is there any movie that you guys haven't seen?
No. Let me know, guys. Let us know in the comments.
Go ahead. The confession time. Is there any of them you haven't seen?
And what questions do you have? Like, were there certain parts in the movies that you were confused about? Like, what questions do you have about those movies?
Because if I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen one of the MCU movies myself also.
Which one? And you are lacking. Lately. You've been lacking lately. I'm looking you directly in the eye through this camera. I'm going to go ahead and stick my hand through this camera, pull your shirt, and go like, you are seriously lacking there, pal. New Susanna's trademark. You are lacking. Just like do this. Like somebody take a picture of this screenshot and just put on the quote. Put a quote on the text bar. Like you are seriously lacking. Like just like take a picture of that and just do it. 8 people joining the stream, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you guys are joining in.
So
I just don't.
Is it are me and Eric the only people who haven't?
He says he doesn't like Captain America as much as a superhero. He's pretty much like the John Cena of Marvel to me.
All right, so I'm gonna say
the only difference is that we can actually see him.
Winter Soldier is like what's that trilogy called? Born. Winter Soldier reminds me of
like kind of the Bourne identity, yeah. And Westy Kid says they say that Endgame will feature the Avengers going back in time. There's set pictures to prove it. Yeah, of course. I've talked about it too in one of my videos. They are set pictures, and Ant-Man's gonna play a big part into that with like going into the quantum realm, which allows you to go into different parts of like different portals and stuff like that, and that'll transport you over to like a different dimension. I've seen some of the fight scenes and they are pretty epic. Yes, the most epic fight scenes is between Steve Rogers and Bucky, the Winter Soldier. That's an awesome epic fight scene. And with Bucky holding like the shield, kind of foreshadowed him being like the next Captain America. 9 people watching the stream. Thanks for joining, whoever you are. Please fill on in. Write a comment, please. I'd like to hear your inputs. I have seen it.
Okay.
I still haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming. Oh, Eric. Oh, Eric.
Eric.
You are lacking. Eric. You are lacking. Trademark needs to astonish. You are lacking, my friend.
You are lacking, my friend.
I've seen some of the fight scenes and they are pretty epic. Oh man, I am so good at using it. I'm using that for now.
Come on, I need to hear the. Okay, Captain America is nobody's favorite superhero. Like only these many people.
A true hardcore American loves Captain America. I think we have a new quote from Eddie. Is it Eddie?
Yes.
Eddie Gamara. Eddie Gamara, thanks for joining. If you're new, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Eddie, with the deal done, what impact on Disney streaming channel is going to be? What's the impact going to be like for Disney on the Disney streaming channel? I feel like they're going to do a Netflix original type thing with Fox, and now Disney doing Disney originals with most of the X-Men. All right, Eddie, just to put it simple, everybody is gaining in on the streaming business. Like you got DC who has a streaming business. Everybody is gaining on in the streaming deal. That streaming is the future.
That's where the money is.
Obviously, it's quite the lucrative business. And how this is going to impact the X-Men and everything else, I'm not sure. But I can tell you this. Marvel does have plans with having MCU characters have their own spin-off miniseries that are still tied into the MCU. So that's exciting. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
They're pretty Still haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming. A Westy Kid retracted one of his messages. And then
you know what I'm hoping with the Disney deal? Now, some of the old classics, hopefully maybe they go on Disney, like... I don't think the animated series is on Hulu anymore, which was which is a Fox property.
Well, so yeah, but Disney owns part of Hulu, so they should put it back on.
Or put it on their platform.
Yeah. Pretty much. And in the comics, Rocket Raccoon was one to expose Goose as a flirkin. Yeah. And Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. I already hear that too.
Wow, Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. Iron Man, what is it? 2 is a New Year's Eve movie.
Yeah. Give me one moment. Hang on. I got to change the title on my Restream IO.
Oh, okay. I'll let you handle that while I sit here with the other 9 people in the chat and just say, hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Okay, so I'm so sorry. I didn't hear back from Eric. So why not see Spider-Man Homecoming? That is like...
Yeah, Eric, why not see Spider-Man Homecoming? Don't be a jerk, man.
Yeah. Like, what do you have against Spider-Man Homecoming? That was like arguably one of the best movies. Yeah. Like, anything with Spider-Man is great. Oh, gosh. Maybe it's because I'm a Spider-Man fan. No, but Homecoming actually was a really good movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
Not just because it was Spider-Man. It was a good movie.
All
So
right, I was updating the titles, but I just did it.
I mean, the biggest thing Eric could do for me right now is if you have not seen Captain America: Civil War, please
Yeah,
watch that.
or Winter
Because
Soldier.
I understand you're not a big Captain America fan, but Civil War is not solely about Captain America. So
I mean, he is a big focus, but it's not solely. It's Avengers 2.5. It's actually confirmed to be. I haven't seen any X-Men movie besides First Class because Jennifer Lawrence. Well, you're not wrong. F Jennifer Lawrence. Like I don't like her. I don't hate her. I just don't like her, and I hate the fact that Fox focused in and as her as an actress rather than a character, like kind of like a cash grab. And we talked about this briefly.
which wasn't necessary.
Hey, Eddie Gamora just freaking subscribed. Thank you, Eddie Gamora. You have become officially adequate. You are not lacking anymore. Thanks for subscribing, Eddie Gamora. I really appreciate it. Anyways, what we're talking about, Jennifer Lawrence.
The Jennifer Lawrence move was not a wise one. It wasn't necessary because superhero movies pretty much can sell themselves. They did not need to bank on an actor to sell them. Because, I mean, look at them. They got a lot of small names and nobodies in it to make big things out of.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was not a wise. And then to chase her so hard, which was not necessary because Mystique is arguably the easiest role to recast without even explaining anything. She's a shapeshifter. You could have just once Jennifer Lawrence was tripping, you could have said, "I'm sorry, you can please go your way."
Yeah.
I mean, unless the contract prevented that, and then even if so, still could have said, "Ma'am, please go your way."
Yeah. Hey, we got a viewer on Twitch. So I'm streaming this simultaneously on Twitch for those of you guys who want to join. Eddie Gamora, he gave me the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for becoming a News to Astonish subscriber, where I upload videos almost every day, and I live stream, do podcasts on Tuesday nights with my friend Brian, and I live stream video games on Sundays. And tomorrow night is Video Game Wednesdays. So. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, yes, I'm Brian from BMA Comics Con. So, if you want to get more of me, you can find me on my channel.
BMA Comics join Con. Brian. He's really good at what he does. Anyways, do you think they'll kill out characters like Mystique and Gamora because they have to paint them, and it costs money? Mystique is getting killed off. I mean, it's a multi-million-dollar movie for a reason, so I'm pretty sure they have the budget to paint them. And also, like I was actually having this discussion with a coworker of mine at work, and he thinks that like Gamora is gonna stay dead because right after the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy is completed, which I'm happy that James Gunn is the director again. Right after that happens, that'll be like the send off, like the end of that. No, what's it called? It'll be the end of that roster. The Chris Pratt, Gamora, it'll be the end of them, and we'll have a new Guardians of the Galaxy roster. So that's going to be exciting stuff.
I think Jennifer Lawrence looks like she's tired of being Mystique.
She doesn't look like she wants. She looks like she doesn't want to be there. Like, I'm not kidding. Welcome to the channel. Remember to guard your purse. All right. So, do you think they'll kill? Okay, no. They say Jennifer Lawrence is getting bored of Mystique. Yeah. I mean, she's obligated to sign, to do those roles anyways. She signed the deal. Like she signed the deal to do those roles, so she's obligated, contractually obligated to do those roles.
Yes.
Yeah.
But man, okay, if you could only get one person besides Wolverine to come into the MCU from Fox and Deadpool, besides Wolverine and Deadpool, if you could get one person, who would you want to come over?
What, from the X-Men?
Yes.
From the Fox X-Men. Besides
to come in as the same person.
Besides Hugh Jackman?
Besides Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, obviously, but besides Hugh Jackman.
I want that guy that plays. Oh, hold on. Patrick Stewart, as he can still pull off Xavier.
Right.
He still looks the same.
So Westy Kid thinks that Nebula should have died instead of Gamora.
No, they're
And I'd
saying
say, nah, it had to be Gamora.
Hell, it had to be Gamora, but because Nebula does actually defeat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet in the comics. Like she does fight him, and then it was actually ultimately it ended up being Adam Warlock who defeated Thanos, and that which forced, yeah, huh?
Him,
Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, no, I was just saying him.
Yeah.
So yeah, him. That's either Adam Warlock or the red guy from the Powerpuff Girls.
You mean what's his name? What's that? It's like the MCU's version of Superman.
Oh,
Wonder Man. Wonder Man.
No. Hyperion.
Hyperion, yeah. But that forced Thanos to retire into like farming. He had like the hat and everything, and he had the Scarecrow with his armor on it.
Adam Warlock is with the people from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I believe.
Yeah, he's at the end with like his chamber being created, which they changed it for the movie, but whatever. Like he was created by scientists in the comics. It's a complicated story.
I have a question. Who else do you think could defeat Thanos? You have Adam Warlock.
Maybe Iron Man. He might get his
Marvel.
Maybe Iron Man if he had the Infinity Gauntlet.
No. Just other people, because it's like so far there's two possibilities.
What about the other
in the MCU who could beat him?
What about the other deities like Galactus and the actual creator of the universe, the original, the one above all, and some other various like deity type characters?
I didn't mean that. I meant more like mortals who could possibly do it. Because what I was just realizing is Captain Marvel and Adam Warlock are the only ones who've been hinted in the MCU who aren't regular characters who could possibly be Thanos, right?
Yeah.
And Sentries. Yeah, Sentry. I'm so sorry. Eric saying Sentry.
The Sentry could probably defeat him. And
yes, but I'm sorry. What I was saying is there's only two people: Adam Warlock, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
If Thanos snapped away 50% of everybody, what are the odds the two people who could still beat him are both still here? They didn't get affected by the snap.
50%.
No, it's only a 20 that both of them are still there.
Yeah.
No, that at least it's a 75% chance that at least one of them is there, but it's only a 1 in 4 chance that both of them are still there.
Yeah. Let's see. Kevin Feige said Shuri is the smartest character in the entire MCU. No. Do you think we will see more of her because she's got her own comics in real life? Yeah, definitely. But I don't like the fact that they made...
Yeah, no, I think she got her own comic because of the MCU.
She's a Black Panther. Now, I don't like the fact that she's smarter than Tony Stark. I was hoping Tony Stark would one-up her because of like his wisecracks and stuff. But whatever. I guess that's cool.
Actually, there's a lot of people who are smarter than Tony Stark.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that are smarter than Tony Stark. Tony Stark is a genius.
Yeah.
Thanos, in the comics, Thanos was bullied, and then he became a bully. That's what Wesley Kid said.
Isn't that how it goes, right?
It might have been because of his like nutsack of a crooked chin. It's like, hey, nutsack chin. What's up, nutsack chin kid? I'm sorry.
Wasn't there somebody in Men in Black who was like that?
Yeah, nuts like their actual chins was a ball sack. And he got punched there too. It was a scrotum. Like, that's weird. Oh my god, that was the funniest thing ever. No, but he was bullied apparently. No joke though, because I think that's actually recent.
So what I'm getting is, how about that Donny Cates Thanos, right?
Yeah.
Right, people?
Donny Cates. Speaking of which, I love Donny Cates' writing for Venom, and I'm having a good time with those. So. No,
but he did a good job. Like, I'm not big into Marvel Cosmic, but Donny Cates is Cosmic Ghost Rider and Thanos.
Yeah, he wrote Cosmic Ghost Rider, definitely.
You know, and he gave Thanos some interesting backstory.
Which I didn't get to read on.
Oh, it was good. It was good. Hold on. Let me see if I know how to do this right. You, sir, are laughing.
It's like this. You are lacking. Yes, I am lacking.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, because you like Donny Cates for his Venom. Like, you should
I
check
like.
out his other
Uh,
works. Donny Cates is.
I
He
like
had a
Donny
great year,
Cates.
2018.
Yeah,
2018, I think, belongs
yeah. He
to
had a
Donny
really good
Cates.
run. He had a really
So
good
that's one
run.
of the things I was gonna say as a topic. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, it's March already. It's a little late to do that, but let's
yeah.
talk about 2018 and recap.
Kind of late. I'd prefer to talk about 2018 in like January, which I never did.
Yeah, it would have made more sense back then. Because I would say Donny Cates owns 2018.
Oh yeah. Well, I wouldn't say own, but like one of the top 10 to own 2018.
Name someone else. Name someone else who you think was on par with Donny Cates last year. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me give you a minute.
Marvel. um, what's this artist's name? That
Like Peter Griffin shit.
uh,
That's the one.
Alex Ross. He really owned 2018 with like his comics.
Alex Ross doesn't count. He's just consistent.
He's very consistent, but he does count. He stuck out a lot last year. So don't at me, you hater. Um, Wait, are you talking about the Venom origin story that Donny Cates wrote? Yes, I'm talking about the new Venom stuff that Donny Cates wrote, which I have, which are awesome.
I liked Matthew Rosenberg last year.
Matthew
but, like,
Rosenberg.
To me, Donny Cates was the guy.
Yeah, Donny Cates was the guy.
I got
Anyways,
to meet Matthew Rosenberg last year. Cool.
give me a moment while I go get some tea. I'm gonna get some tea. Now this is turning into a tea session. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. So instead of
Brian,
coffee
keep
with
the
Bueller,
stream.
we'll have tea with Ronnie.
Brian,
Okay, wow.
keep the stream busy, okay?
All right. I'm gonna rock the wheels of steel.
It's tea
Hey,
time. I like my tea. Don't at me, you haters. Haters gonna hate.
Ronnie knows we still hear him, right? So, guys, how are you doing? Now, I know that there's a little bit of a delay. You guys have told me that. I think Eric definitely told me there's a slight delay. So I know in my response there's going to be a slight delay from when I see you guys saying it, but I'm just going to keep it going. So we were talking about, just to catch you guys up, we were talking about the Disney deal with Fox being finalized. Finally, right? So before I continue, Eric is asking me what is my favorite Marvel movie. And you know what, Eric, I'm going to say Spider-Man Homecoming, which is why you need to hurry up and watch that. But no, if I were going to answer seriously, the top 3 movies that come to my mind when I think of the MCU as to let me watch, actually 4 come to mind. It's going to be Iron Man, Black Panther, Civil War, and Spider-Man. Now, the way I judge a movie on how likely I am to rewatch it. So I'm going to have to say, to narrow it down out of that 4, I almost want to say the movie I want to put on right now is Spider-Man, because I haven't seen it. So yeah, seriously, Eric, you need to go see Spider-Man Homecoming. What's wrong, man? Go watch that. Far From Home is going to be out real soon. Go watch Homecoming. It was real good. But, I got another question. Hey, Eddie. Thanks for the question. Eddie's question is, what do I think of Captain Marvel? Okay, what do I think of Captain Marvel? I don't know. That's the one that I didn't see. That's my confession. When I was asking earlier, hey, I know we're all big MCU fans, but let me know, guys, what movie haven't you seen? And Eric went ahead and confessed he hasn't seen Winter Soldier and Homecoming. My confession is I have not seen Captain Marvel yet. Will I see it? Yes, I will see it before Endgames comes out, because hopefully it'll be on DVD by then, or Blu-ray, or digital, so I can see it. Probably not digital. Probably Redbox is what I'm thinking. But the reaction that it's getting is... the reaction that Captain Marvel is getting has led me to believe I'm not in a rush to see it. However, some of the things I'm hearing makes me really want to see it for myself. And that's what's kind of pushing me to go see it. But I had a real busy weekend last weekend and I didn't get to see it. So if the excitement is still there, I'll probably see Captain Marvel. I mean, it's already been spoiled for me, not heavily, but a lot of it's been spoiled. Like in this stream, we already talked about Nick Fury's eye, and I know about the scrolls because I remember Secret Invasion because I've been reading comics at least since Secret Invasion back in I want to say 2006. And Eric is surprised I didn't say Infinity War. I am surprised I didn't say Infinity War. Oh, because I don't need to re-see it because I just saw Infinity War. I just saw it on Netflix. That's why I didn't see it. So, as I said, the way I thought of it was, what do I want to see the most? And Iron Man. I keep wanting to rewatch Iron Man as the first one, and Spider-Man because it's great. Black Panther because it's great. And whichever other one I said, I don't know. But Infinity War I just got done watching. That's why I guess I didn't mention it. But yeah, see, Eddie, it's people like you telling me don't go watch Captain Marvel is what keeps me from watching. However, some of the things that I'm hearing, like
Hunter Iggy, thanks for joining. Yeah, SJ Dub. Okay, so we
watch Captain Marvel.
By the way, I'd like to also talk about. You can hear me, right? Yeah. Okay. I like to talk about Captain Marvel from like which we couldn't do from the last stream. There was so much wrong with that movie, but so much right too. Like I liked it. I liked it, and I just liked the movie. I didn't love it, but I could watch it again. There was so much wrong with that movie too. Let's start off with the list, okay? Yes, there were some clearly SJW moments in there, like making the all supreme intelligence. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with women, but you didn't have to do it to prove a point. As is, the main character of the freaking movie is a woman. That in itself should be enough to say, hey, women can be superheroes too. You didn't have to go ahead and do a gender bender on everything just to prove a point and rub it in our faces saying, oh, this is a woman, just letting you know. And I was like, you are idiots.
Okay, so I'm glad to hear. Westy Kid, I appreciate your comments. Trying to let me know that Captain Marvel is good. Because even Ronnie last week told me that he thinks that I would enjoy it.
But yeah, you would enjoy it. It's a good movie overall. There's
which is why I wanted to see it last week.
Yeah, there's a Terminator moment in the movie, and if you pick up on it, you'll realize what it is.
It's already been spoiled, I know. Remember, I was prepping for last week's video, and I was like,
You haven't seen the latest. You haven't seen all Marvel movies. Which one did you miss, by the way, besides Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel was the one.
That's it.
Yeah.
You, sir, are lacking. Understandably so. I understand. Okay. I understand why you're lacking.
Captain Marvel is my one. Now, as far as DC, I feel like I haven't seen No, I've seen all the DC movies.
Yeah. I've seen them all too.
You want to know what I haven't seen MCU?
What?
I've seen none of the Endgame trailers.
I understand.
I've seen none of it. And even my mom is sending me the trailer.
By the way, even if you did watch the Endgame trailers, you will not, I repeat, you will not get anything from it because it doesn't show you anything that you don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm tempted to watch it now.
There's nothing in the trailer. There's nothing in the trailer that's new. Like there's nothing. Like it doesn't tell you anything. What they reveal in the trailer takes place only within like the first 20 minutes of the movie, but there's nothing that's luring you in to want to watch it more, and that's a good thing. And we're only less than a month away from the movie, or about a month away from the movie. I'm surprised they haven't shown a trailer where they blow up everything. Well, Marvel's been really good at it. They have a good track record of making trailers where they don't tell you much. Yeah. Marvel's good at that, actually. Never mind.
But
I take that back.
We'll probably, what is it? We still got another month? Yeah. No, maybe that was the final trailer.
Yeah. I feel they should have done a Black Widow standalone movie. That's what Eddie Gamers.
And they definitely should have. That was a big mistake. And honestly, I'm one of the people that don't care about Black Widow anymore. Scarlett Johansson is pulling Jennifer Lawrence, and I don't want to wear the red. I want to be a blonde. Like, no, wear the red hair.
She's actually going to grow into the red hair in the movie trailer. That's in the trailer. Okay. Where time has passed and she's growing into the red hair.
Okay, good. I'm glad she's getting her red hair back. Because I'm like, next thing you know, Mira's going to say, I don't want to be a redhead anymore either. I want to be blonde.
Damn it.
Sorry, I just rewatched Aquaman. See, and that's the thing, guys. I had the choice. Watch Aquaman or Captain Marvel. this weekend, and I went with Aquaman because I thought it would be more family friendly.
Did you see it again or something?
Yeah, I just watched Aquaman this weekend instead of Captain Marvel.
Good on you.
Yeah.
And Captain Marvel's friend's daughter Monica is going to be really important in future MCU. Yeah, I think so too.
Yes, and see, okay,
she's Photon.
So that's why I that was one of the things that was bringing me to watch Captain Marvel. Kind of wanted to go by myself to really get on it, but I took a family trip to Captain Marvel. To see Aquaman instead. But one of the things I want to do is because, man, so many people have opinions, and I want to see it so I can formulate my own opinions and finally do some movie reviews and give some of my opinions. Because one of them that I wanted to talk about is the Monica, the daughter.
Speaking of which, I didn't buy the friendship between Captain Marvel and that woman. I feel like it was horseshoed in. Like it was like phone. Like it was just like, here you go. They've been friends, by the way. I didn't buy it though. That's one of the things. That's one of the critiques that I have.
Someone else told me that the relationships.
I didn't buy it. And I'm out of tea. And I'm frustrated.
And that's the thing. So many people are telling me so much about this movie, and I have not seen it. And that's what's making me kick myself. Why haven't I seen it? Because this seems to be the biggest talking point.
I'm about to metaphorically kick you from this camera because, never mind.
Understandably.
I don't want to overdo the bit, by the way. So.
Yeah. But yeah. So I guess, guys, just to let you know, I'm gonna make it my mission to go see Captain Marvel, and if you go to BMA Comics Con, I'll probably put out a video letting you guys know when I saw it, my thoughts, and some of the other related videos that I was thinking, such as Monica, because I wanted to do a video on her too. Photon.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise known as Captain Marvel, the original female Captain Marvel, actually.
Yeah, and Shazam. Speaking of original Captain Marvel, Shazam. We'll talk about that next.
Yes, and Captain Marvel, also Captain Marvel, just how you choose to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm already loving Monica and her mom because they like Fresh Prince, which, come on, if you're gonna have a '90s movie, you gotta have the Fresh Prince.
There's a lot of '90s references in this movie.
I like the '90s,
especially like the song choices in the movie. There's this one song from No Doubt that plays, and I don't like it, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, I heard. I did spoil the movie for myself. Last week, prepping for the talk on it, I just went ahead and straight spoiled the movie. Not the full plot. I still don't know the full plot, but I know a lot of the what happens.
There's 90s movies, there's 90s movies within this movie referenced in the blockbuster. So I was like, oh, cool. I like that movie anyways. Bro. But yeah, so let's talk about Shazam. So I'm thinking Shazam is gonna have to, what is it, Eddie Gamar? You have to up to date with the watching all these MCU movies.
Yeah, no, Eddie's getting on to me. I feel like Eddie's also pointing at me and saying, "Sir, you are lacking." But no, that is how I feel, because sometimes I don't get to make it. Sometimes too much is going on that I don't always get to make it to the opening.
That's
a lot of the times, usually I do make it to the opening. A lot of times I'll see a movie like 2 or 3 times.
That's understandable, man. I totally get it.
Especially if it's a big one, like Infinity War. Like my schedule is cleared already.
Yeah.
I mean, not Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah.
My schedule is cleared. I am going to go see that.
I'm actually gonna request that day off. I'm gonna call it a holiday. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call in a holiday.
You should. Like, not to sound too blasphemous, but I almost feel like I need to set up this new religion. This focused around comic books.
I'm gonna call it the Marvel Cinematic Religion.
Like Wednesday is considered our special day. I don't want to call it Holy Day. That's going too far. But Wednesday's our special day. It's when we get. Yeah. It's when we get our new writings. So Wednesdays are special days that I need off from work to take care of that.
Eric Midgard says that his favorite movie of all time is Troy by Wolfgang Peterson. It's okay if you don't know it. I know it. You're not talking about the one from you're not talking about Brad, what's his name?
Cool to know, Eddie. All right, I'm not alone.
What's this actor's name? I forgot his name already.
I don't want to say the wrong guy.
Holy shit! Why am I drawing a blank? Brad Pitt.
That's what I was gonna say, but I didn't want to make.
It's not his movie, right? There's another Troy movie. I like too, bro. No worries. It's okay, Eddie Gamera. It's okay to lack.
Hold on, come to think of it, Eddie. I don't think you ever named an MCU movie you missed. You're just caught up, right?
Eddie, yeah. Tell me which movies that you are lacking.
Nah, I don't. I'm sure Eddie's caught up.
Yeah, Shazam is Tom Hanks big. That's what the critics are saying. Actually, Shazam is like a mixture of like family friendly, and fun adventure with Big and a superhero movie together. And that's the tone.
Good movie. Big was a successful movie.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's what it is. Like, and I'm glad it's like
no
that.
No problem with that. But Troy, I'm trying to think. Do I know of an older version of Troy other than the Brad Pitt? I'm sure
there's multiple versions of Troy.
Yeah, huh?
There's multiple versions of Troy.
Oh yes, no, definitely. But I wouldn't know the director without.
He is talking about it. He is talking about the Brad Pitt one. We know this one.
Oh.
I know this one.
Yeah, knows this one.
I personally didn't really like it too much. I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't really like Brad Pitt as an actor as much, anyways. Sorry.
But speaking of which, Ben Affleck as an actor, though, I just saw since we're slightly off topic, I just saw that I think it's called Frontier on Netflix.
Yeah.
With Ben Affleck.
Yeah. I didn't see it.
Check it out.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the wallpaper that I made?
Oh yeah, your thumbnail's cool. You'd never know that those people. The wallpaper. I'm sorry. I mean, although we're covering, I can't even make out who that is.
No, but like in the original thumbnail, Deadpool's there on the bottom.
Okay.
I made it to be where like the purple hue from like the rest of the poster fades on, like goes on Wolverine as well, to make it to hue. The purple hue goes on hue to make it look like he's a part of that poster too. So I thought it'd be fitting to do that.
The kid wants to know if you like Batman. I'm curious, which Batman or Batman in general? Because...
Do I like Batman? I'll tell you what. I like Batman. I have his comics, and I'm wearing a. Like, why would you ask me that? I'm kidding. But yes, I like Batman. I have his comics. I love the movies. My favorite Batman to date, as far as actor-wise, Christian Bale. I think I like him the best right now.
Christian Bale.
But favorite voice actor is Batman, Kevin Conroy, hands down, no argument.
There's no other option.
Yeah, he's like the voice. And Kevin Conroy's voice is in the Shazam trailer when like Shazam threw a Batman toy. You hear Batman go, "I am Batman." That's Kevin Conroy. His voice is in the trailer. It made it to a toy.
That is cool. I've seen some of the Shazam trailers. I'll try to enjoy that one.
But I love the animated series, which I do watch on the DC streaming service. It's really good. And I love Jim Lee's Batman, or Jim Lee's art rendition of Batman.
You know what? Hey, Ronnie, so can we make it official? Like, I was going to ask you, and I'll just ask you in front of all of these people and just pour myself out here.
Eric thought that was the official poster.
Will you do me the honor of talking Batman with me next week, please?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
On my channel, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Wesley Kid, over at BMA Comics Con, next week, me and Ronnie will talk Batman.
Definitely. Dude, Eric Midgard thought that this was the official poster.
That's how good you did.
I'm flattered. I am flattered. I am so flattered. He thinks that's the official poster. I am flattered. That means I did a good job with Photoshop.
Either that or he's very deceived by you, and now he feels like he can't trust anything you say because it's all a lie.
Everything I know is a lie.
So, Wesley Kid wants to know, what do you think of Harley Quinn? Do you like her or the Joker movie?
I love her. I love her.
Yeah, you didn't know? Ronnie has a Harley Quinn tat right there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
He's not going to show you, but he'll Photoshop it later.
I'll tell you what. Hold on. I'll tell you what. If I can get like, let's see.
Be careful what you say. I will make extra accounts.
Don't do it. If I can get maybe 50 viewers on this stream right now, I will get a Harley Quinn tattoo on my shoulder.
For real, not the Photoshop one.
No, not the photo. I will get a real one. If I can get 50 viewers, I will inquire about getting a Harley Quinn tattoo on my.
Inquiring and actually doing
and
it.
And then get it. Yeah, I gotta find out how much it costs too. I will do that. But a very sexy Harley Quinn one, not a regular Harley Quinn one.
Yeah, hold on. I'm missing on this chat. I need to go back because I don't think I even got to hear what Eric was saying back when he said that he thought it was the official poster, IDKY, because Wolverine is there. Yeah, no, that was the Photoshop. I think we touched on that. And Eric previously was talking about even if it doesn't originally follow the poll. See, back to the Troy thing because I'm so far behind. Yeah, no, I prefer the Iliad and the Trojan War, like that to me. And I like the old what is it called, the Odyssey. I like that movie, that older one. But now to catch back up because I'm behind. You already said that you like Harley Quinn. You did not comment on the Joker movie though. So what do you got to say?
The one with Joaquin Phoenix coming out?
Yeah. All right, and just to let you guys know, I might be a little bit quiet right now. I have to go create other Google accounts so I can log into the chat so Ronnie can get his tattoo.
Well, anyways, my thoughts on the Joaquin Phoenix solo movie.
Let me
I'm a little bummed out that it's not going to be part of the continuity, and there's a lot to be said when like this Joaquin Phoenix Joker solo movie is going to be taking place in the 80s, and it makes us question how old is the Joker at this point, and why is this Joker movie even being made? Nobody asked for it. Like if it's not part of the continuity, what's the point? Is Warner Brothers / DC gonna make one-off DC movies on the side while still making movies for the DCEU continuity? Is that the path that they're taking? That's my question. So what's even the point anyways? So that's what I'm thinking. But I'm curious and I will watch it. I think I'm gonna like it. Let's see. I've seen and own all when they come out. Not a huge fan of the MCU, but what Disney has created with Marvel.
Just got distracted. Not a huge fan of the MCU.
No, that's not me. That was Eddie Kamara saying that. I'm reading what he's saying. Pointing in the right directions, actors from their characters besides Captain M. Westy Kid, I like Harley Quinn, but that Birds of Prey movie looks boring. I didn't watch the Birds of Prey trailer. I did not watch a single trailer at all. Because I'm probably not interested. I don't think I'm interested. Harley Quinn don't belong in Birds of Prey. Well, I mean, she's part of the comics, so yeah, she is in Birds of Prey. So
as an antagonist, but not a
member. I know.
Up with them.
I know, not a member.
Yeah. Yeah, but so Eddie is not a huge fan of the MCU.
Hey, Halle Berry should play Catwoman again.
We can see where she's come since then.
No,
I mean,
she's been open about that role. She says she hates it, and it was like the dumbest shit she's ever done.
But she owned it, though.
No, she
didn't.
owned
her mistake. No, she owned the mistake.
Oh, I thought you meant she owned the role. Like, no, she didn't.
She'll talk about it. Birds of Prey is a movie that they're trying to do based off of, I'm guessing you don't need me to tell you about the comic, which is Birds of Prey, which has to do with the female Bat family, pretty much. Now, Gotham City Sirens would make more sense for her.
Yeah, yes. Definitely.
And they can get her a Poison Ivy too, who
Poison
will be
Ivy
aged older, like how in Gotham. They did that in Gotham. But that's the season. That's the last.
I hate some of the continuity issues with Gotham, and I hate the choices that Gotham had to make for.
And that's why I was saying Gotham is good if you take it out of Batman. If you just take it as, oh wow, they did that, and not try to say, so how is this gonna fit into the Batman story? As long as you stop questioning it and just go on the ride that they're giving you, it's a weird, crazy, okay ride.
It's official that Batman's set to appear at the end of the finale of Gotham.
Yeah, I think I'm 2 seasons behind still.
Yeah. No, I'm only season 5 behind. That's it.
Halle Berry, Westy Kid says that Halle Berry was great in the Flintstones live action. Sorry.
She's in that movie?
Yes, she's the
Which one is she?
She is the secretary.
Oh, no wonder she's really hot.
Yes, and that's what I want to say. Honestly, the thing about Halle Berry, it's that she's not a good actress.
No, like, she's not. Like
maybe back in the day, Boomerang, which really wasn't even about her.
Do you remember her horrible African accent in the first X-Men movie that she magically got rid of it in the second one?
That she made sure she needed to get rid of.
Or somebody told her, don't do it again.
Yeah, no, like even her as Storm. No, like I'm not a huge Halle Berry fan, to be honest. Now Idris Elba, on the other hand, as Deadshot, I do like Idris Elba. I probably will not watch that show with him being a DJ that I just learned is happening. I think
Idris Elba is a new Deadshot.
Is
clearly I was right when I said that I thought that Will Smith was not a good Deadshot, and the general consensus can agree with me that I don't think he was a good Deadshot, and also Will Smith left the role. It speaks volume, definitely.
Now, speaking of comic book movies, for more on Idris Elba playing Deadshot, look into the movie Losers. It has Chris Evans in it and Zoe Saldana. So Captain America and Gamora were in a movie with Idris Elba that is also based off of a comic book, and there he played a very good Deadshot type character.
It's called Losers?
Called Losers, yes.
Wow. Chris Evans is a huge comic book film buff, because like he's in Scott Pilgrim, he's in the Captain America movies and Marvel movies, he's in Losers, and he's also in Jumpers, like which are all comic book based type movies, and and Fantastic Four. Yeah, he's a comic book fan. You can tell he's a comic fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also.
Did you ever answer the question Westy Kid had asked, who would you want to play Poison Ivy and Catwoman?
I don't know.
Wow, that takes some serious thought.
I don't know. That is serious thought. I don't want Jennifer Lawrence to do Catwoman.
Like, what if?
Although
I think Uma Thurman to do it.
Although I do think Jennifer Lawrence can do a decent Catwoman. Probably.
You said Jennifer Lawrence?
She might be able to pull off a decent Catwoman.
No.
No?
No.
Nah, forget it. She doesn't want to do comic book movies anymore.
No.
I said might. No. I didn't say she will.
No.
All right, hold on. Oh, Blake Lively could be a Catwoman. Poison Ivy. Ryan Reynolds' wife can be Poison Ivy. And then Catwoman, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the name of the actress that played Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises? Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. Which I would have said no to that too.
It was a real shame that her character wasn't explored enough because there was clearly no time. She should have been a backup character in the series, in like the whole trilogy, or like a side character at least to be explored. But that'll take away from the focus.
I don't think they're gonna paint Poison Ivy green. I think that's unnecessary work for them. They could just have her be a person really into
with vines all around her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Poison Ivy will be like Gamora? Because sometimes Poison Ivy has green skin and regular. Yeah, sometimes she has regular skin too, and red hair. Well, she's got to have the red hair. Now, my favorite that is now part of the MCU family is Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Rated R makes gold. I'm going by movies, not comics. That's, I say, not a big fan. Okay. James Gunn directing. He might make a new Gamora through Poison Ivy.
That's what I was talking to you about right when we were talking about James Gunn being back. I was like, I wonder if Suicide Squad 2 is going to be comparable to Guardians of the Galaxy. 3? Which
Yeah.
one do you think will be better with him doing both? Because he'll get a new, fresh start.
Well, the Suicide Squad is not a sequel; it's a reboot. It's called the Suicide
that's what
Squad.
I'm saying. He'll get a new chance to start it over. He doesn't have to worry about what already happened with it.
It's
and
called.
I definitely think they need Poison Ivy in that.
It's called the Suicide Squad. The shortest amount of time for a reboot to come out. It's like, yeah, remember that movie that came out back in 2016? Yeah, we want you to forget about that. We're doing this one now. The shortest amount of time frame to do a sequel. First, it was like Spider-Man.
Fantastic Four does that every other movie. Fantastic Four says reboot.
Well, yeah. I mean, did you watch Fant4stick? Yes, the recent one that came out in 2015, Fant4stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan.
Did you see how every single scene in that goddamn movie was dark, poorly lit? Oh my god!
And Chris Evans was in Not Another Teen movie.
Yeah, I forgot he was in that movie.
I did not forget. It just wasn't comic book, and you were going with the comic book. Yes, that's his first movie.
I forgot he was in that movie, man, and that movie was hilarious. He's there's this one character in the movie who's a chick, and my favorite character of all time in the movie because
the exchange student.
It's the exchange student where her normal attire is to be naked, and nobody. I'm not kidding. Nobody in that movie addresses it. Like they're like, oh, that's what she wears. She's a nudist. Her nudist is an attire, and like she's nonchalantly walking around. Nobody's acknowledging that she's naked, walking around because she's the exchange student. She walks around naked.
That's what they do in her country. Yeah, no.
I thought it was hilarious because like the exchange.
And her job is to help the young boys. Something enough.
And she has to be naked. I'm like, how did they film that with like the young? Oh my god!
It was there's a not rated version.
Yeah. Anyways, James Gunn's going to reboot the first Suicide Squad. Yeah, of course, in a short time frame too. Suicide Squad villain was the worst villain I've ever seen. Yep, he looked like a cutscene in a PlayStation 4 video game, PlayStation 3 video game. Same goes for Godzilla movies. 90% shot in the dark. Bad CGI. I like the CGI in the Godzilla movie that came out. And there's a reboot. Not a reboot. There's a new one, a sequel coming out. The trailer just hit, actually, just recently.
Godzilla constantly gets rebooted, whereas technically Godzilla has so many monsters, they could just keep going through with Godzilla.
Actually, yeah, there are a few reboots of Godzilla and retcons, but there's a lot of continuity within those movies. Like that's still like with everything else that came out in the past, like the 60s and 70s. 50s and 40s and 50s and 60s, like that's part of the continuity to this day.
Not Another Teen movie was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The nerd singing about trying to get laid was the funniest part of the song. It will happen at the prom tonight. Yeah, reboot is the best way. It's a Will Smith curse. Watch what's going to happen with Aladdin.
I'm not happy about Aladdin.
I think we're speaking too soon with Aladdin, but like I can understand why people are like either confused, upset, or just freaked out because Will Smith looks very creepy and weird as the genie. He looks really weird. I don't like the fact that Will Smith gets into these kinds of movies. I respect Will Smith as an actor,
He's
and I
hot.
think no, he's really good as an actor. I respect him as an actor.
He's hot right
I'm
now.
a fan of him, but him doing these kinds of movies, these roles are just not made for him. I know that. Like I knew from the get go, he is not and will not be a good Deadshot. And now he's gonna be Genie. I don't think he's right for the role either. We needed an animated-esque type character. Robin Williams was very animated as a human being.
No, Will Smith can be animated though.
I don't know, man.
Can be.
He was good in Shark.
Do I like this Aladdin project? Not really.
No.
Not really.
He was good in Shark Tale, but as a voice actor, not an actual animated like person.
But Westy Kid wants to know what's your favorite spoof franchise, and he's either asking or saying his is Scary Movie. The little strong hand. Scary Movie too.
The little penis hand, where like he's
take my hand. It's my strong hand.
These movies are bad, dude.
Yeah, but I think I've seen all of the scary movies though.
They don't make them anymore because obviously they're try hard. Like they're terrible. They don't make them anymore. But what is your favorite movie of this? Yeah, I like. I only like the first one.
Has to be scary movies.
I only like the first one. Scary movie.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. And every time it shifted back to like Ghostface, it was like a different face. And like my favorite one was like the tongue. He's like, and it's like, But anyways, so the DCEU, we got Aquaman that's already out. Now Shazam is coming out. It looks like DC is really trending. They are really heading into the right direction. They know what the fans want. They know what the audience want, and that's fun, colorful movies. And that's what Aquaman was, and that's what Shazam is shaping up to be.
Okay, so far for the DCEU, we have Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Justice League.
Wonder Woman. Aquaman.
And Aquaman. Those are the 5 movies, right?
Suicide Squad is part of it, technically.
Suicide Squad 6. Scary Movie 5 was the worst?
Yeah.
Tell me, how you gonna wake up dead? Because you go to sleep alive, but then when you wake up, you're dead. Like, that was the only good part of Scary Movie 5, to be honest. The Anthony Anderson, Kevin Hart part. So I guess, yeah, maybe it was worse, because that is the only part. Just Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart. And they are not the stars of the movie. But I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked with what Westy Kid said. So I just named the 6 movies of the DCEU, right? Mm-hmm. Which, one more time, was not in order, because apparently I'm messing up the order. Man of Steel, Justice League, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Suicide Squad. Ronnie, let me hear you tell me from worst to best. Go.
Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, Justice League. From worst to best, right?
Worst to best.
Yeah, Justice League. Man of Steel. Wonder Woman.
Whoa, Eddie's saying Man of Steel was garbage, though.
And Aquaman.
Aquaman above Wonder Woman, right?
Uh-huh.
So your top 3 one more time was Aquaman, Wonder Woman,
Man of Steel.
And Man of Steel.
Man of Steel was good, but I could understand why some people would not like it. But I liked Man of Steel. But I do have problems with them. I found that there are clearly problems in the movie. The movie has its flaws, but it was a decent Superman movie because like it's the action that we didn't get in like let's say Superman Returns, which was a boring fest, and like some of the older Christopher Reeve movies, which like the action was very dated, you know.
All right, so Eddie has already said that 3 of the movies were garbage. So Eddie, no, he said 2 of them actually.
Justice League was like whatever.
Eddie, are you telling me in order from worst to best? That's what I want to hear. Start over now. Go from worst to best. And while you're doing that, I want to comment. I want to accept that Westy Kid corrected me and said that was actually Scary Movie 3, where the Kevin Hart and Anthony Anderson banter went on, which would have been the one where it was based off of War of the Worlds. Because Scary Movie was based off of Scream, which I really like because Scream, just to throw it out, is my favorite horror franchise, is Scream.
Really?
Number 2, yeah, Scream. I like Scream. And they make, I'm so sorry to answer Westy Kid, they make a lot of spoof movies. It's just not Scary Movie, but there's a lot of spoof movies out there.
They're try hard though. They're not that. They're so stupid.
Yeah, they're very low. They're very low. Like a lot of them are just straight to the. You have to be looking for them to find them. There are a lot. That's why I still would say my favorite is gonna be the Scary Movie franchise because that's the only one that actually sticks. But there are a lot of spoof movies. You just gotta look for them. But I think Eddie is going through and making his list in order, so I'm gonna still give him time. I'm gonna talk about Ronnie's list, which is top 3 one more time was Aquaman number 1, Wonder Woman number 2. And Man of Steel number 3. So tell me, where's Shazam? Where do you think Shazam is going to fit in? I know you haven't seen it yet, but where do you think it's going to fit in?
Shazam is probably going to fit right between Aquaman and Wonder Woman.
Ooh, so
Shazam
Aquaman is going to
Aquaman's gotta probably still remain number one, but then again, if I see Shazam, I don't know. Maybe
Okay,
Shazam
so-
might take the spot, but it'll probably be very close.
So Superman's getting kicked out of the top 3 pretty much to you.
Yep, he'll
Because
become
Shazam
number
is either
4.
number 1 or number 2.
Yep, correct. That's what I'm thinking. Shazam looks like a
Okay.
good time, and it's gonna be awesome.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Which I can understand that because we have Eddie over here, and I'd agree. Man of Steel wasn't all that.
Oh man, who's
so-
gonna replace Kevin Tsujihara stepping down from the CEO's at WB? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea who those suits are.
No, but it's important because that's this DC. That's
That's
the
DC's
person
home.
who's in charge of this DC EU, and Westy keeps over here saying that Shazam is probably going to be number 2. Yeah. So let me hear your top 3, Westy Kid. While I still give Eddie some more time to make
And
his.
to
Although I
the
guess,
7 viewers, please subscribe and like this video. I really
so I
appreciate
guess
it.
pretty much if I'm to understand, Eddie's top 3 is going to be Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Justice League. Oh, here he goes. He actually has his in order.
You know what?
He's-
West the Kid says the kids in the orphanage also get superpowers too in Shazam, and it can be their own franchise. Honestly, there's too many kids in the orphanage, and I don't think they should get their own franchise. I mean, they all will appear in the franchise, in the Shazam franchise as is. We don't want to see like
The
several
whole
individual.
Shazam family.
We don't want to see several stories from each orphan. Like honestly, it's too much. I don't think that would happen. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, so it seems like Eddie is agreeing with you that Aquaman and Wonder Woman are in the top 2, which for me, top 2 is going to be Aquaman and Wonder Woman. At least.
He said,
And I think, to be honest, I'd side more with him as putting Justice League in my top 3.
Eddie Gamera, did you really think Man of Steel was actually really that bad that you placed him at number 1? Like I disagree with you respectfully, but whatever. That's okay.
Wait, hold on. He's forgetting number 6. He's forgot the Suicide Squad, which, based off of what he was saying, would probably
move Man of Steel over to number 2 if you really think so. Suicide Squad
Nah,
was
I think
garbage.
Suicide Squad for him is probably going to be between Batman and Justice League,
Oh my god.
based off of what he was saying earlier.
Yeah, we have. Oh, never mind. I just realized that one viewer on Twitch is actually me the entire time. Oh my
So
God.
technically, you've been sitting here talking to yourself, right?
Yeah, and I'm thinking. Wait a minute. There's this consistent one viewer that's just not mumming a single tone or like not even typing a word, and I'm like thinking, wait, that's just me.
So not even you're not liking your own stuff.
You know what? I'm gonna like it. No,
Ooh.
I can't. It doesn't give you the option to like.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right. So now Westy Kid, on the other hand, he goes that, and I assume Westy Kid's a he. I say he.
Westy
My
Kid is a boy. Hey, that's wrong. He do not assume his gender. He may associate himself as helicopter.
Anyway, so Suicide Squad with.
Oh, never
So I
mind.
think-
It's my friend Monica. She's watching me on Twitch. I was about to text her.
I thought you were gonna call Westy Kid Monica. Okay, so Monica's on Twitch. Hey Monica, how are you doing? Sorry that I can't see you, but I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah, I'm like thinking like she's just watching and she's not saying a word. Oh, wait, hold on,
and
she
he got
is.
back to you just to let you know that Man of Steel is worse than Suicide Squad.
Never mind, she
Whereas
is.
on the other hand,
She is saying a
Westy
word.
Kid is saying that Suicide Squad belongs in the top 3.
Whatever, Westy Kid. I'm sorry. I just didn't monitor the chat and Twitch. Because like I have my iPad. It's divided YouTube and Twitch in half. But I have to click on chat to see it. Monica's been texting. Monica's been chatting
pretty
the
much
entire
what you're
time.
saying is you messed up by continuing to use an Apple product as if you haven't learned your
Shut your
lesson.
damn mouth, Brian. No. She's been chatting the entire time. The poor thing. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Monica. She's saying that the soundtrack for Aquaman was not great. It was a little weird, honestly. I thought it was weird too. Good.
Not in movie. Are we
Yeah.
talking in movie?
There's just one scene in the movie that's really weird where like the young Black Manta is building his suit and this weird ass hip hop song plays. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? This is the weirdest scene in the whole movie, but whatever.
I don't know.
Oh, she's on YouTube too.
Hey.
Girly Stars. Thank you. She's on YouTube as well. Okay.
Okay. So Hunter Iggy wants to know about the rumors that Killer Frost is going to be in James Gunn Suicide Squad, which I want to say would be a great idea because Assault on Arkham would be a great playbook for them to use for the Suicide Squad.
And they have the blueprints right in front of them, so they could use that. For
Westy Kid says James Gunn's Suicide Squad will be his favorite. Forget Shazam. I'm just kidding. He didn't say forget Shazam. I threw that in. But let me know what you think of Shazam. All right, so you guys, Eddie and Westy Kid, both have been telling us your top 3. Where do you think Shazam?
But like, who should play Killer? Like, what character? Are we talking about Louise Lincoln or not Caitlin Snow, obviously, but
No.
are we talking about Louise Lincoln or Crystal Frost? Like, which alias? Louise Lincoln, I'm thinking.
I'm gonna go just straight up Killer Frost. Like
No, I'm saying, but which alias?
Assault on Arkham.
Three people have taken on the mantle of Killer Frost. Caitlin Snow being one of them. I'm saying which iteration of Killer Frost should be.
To be honest, I don't know. Not Caitlin.
Not
from
Caitlin.
The Flash.
Either
Not her.
Louise Lincoln or Crystal Frost, which both of her first names, both her first and last names sounds like an actual ice pun.
Yeah, like, oh, never mind, I won't say it. But there's another version of, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, but when like I said, so Westy Kid's saying Suicide Squad, the new one's probably gonna be his favorite, but Westy Kid did like the original Suicide Squad. It was in his top 3. What I'm curious about is Shazam. I didn't ask you, Ronnie. So, where do you think James Gunn's Suicide Squad is going to be? He said Shazam's going to kick Superman out, Man of Steel out of your top 3. What about Suicide Squad? How do you feel like that's going to go?
I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to say when you haven't even seen the movie, but I'm thinking, I guess I'll do what I did for Shazam. Where did I place Suicide Squad in the original list? I said, from worst to best was...
I think it was number 2.
Okay. I'll probably bump it over to, like... I'll probably bump Man of Steel down to 4. And we're talking about 7 movies now. So I said from worst to best...
7. 8 now.
Yeah, but like then the original Suicide Squad movie won't count anymore, so we're down to 7 again.
You're taking it out. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So from worst to best, one more time, what I said was Batman versus Superman, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman.
Yes, that's the original.
That's the original. So Batman vs. Superman, Justice League, Suicide Squad. No, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, Justice League. Excuse me. So bump over the new Suicide Squad over to where Man of Steel is and move Man of Steel back. That's where I'll probably place it. Maybe even bump it, dare I say, to number 5. Maybe, because James Gunn has a great track record.
Hold on. Is it above your Wonder Woman? Because your Wonder Woman became your new number 3 when I told you to put Shazam in there. You think James Gunn will beat out Wonder Woman?
I think so. With a good ragtag group like this, like Guardians, maybe. I'm willing to bet that that's the case. Yeah.
And I just want to let you know, I think Hunter Iggy made a good point by saying Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
When she's done playing Black Widow, she'll go be Killer Frost.
Meh.
And because I forgot to mention it earlier, Westy Kid is reiterating that Deadshot and, well, I guess Will Smith and Margot Robbie had good chemistry in the original Suicide Squad movie, which I will admit, their relationship to me is better than the way apparently people are saying the Captain Marvel relationships are, but I haven't seen Captain Marvel. But there was a small connect, not a love interest, but they at least seem like two people who are able to communicate with each other and connect.
Well, Wonder Woman 1984 is not a sequel. We know that now. And Steve Trevor's death in the first one doesn't count, which I'm confused about still. All these DC movies need better directors. The stories to Injustice 1 and 2 were horrible, and that's a game. Well, yeah.
Well, Eddie, I want to let you know, when it comes to Injustice, you need to pick up the comic. That's where that's at. You need to pick up the comic on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I am not a gamer, so I don't know anything about the game, to be honest, for Injustice. But the comic, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was real good. Now with the game, did the game follow the story to the comic? No, right? Because the comic was made to just bridge the games.
Basically, yeah. They do that all the time in comic books. Where
so the gamer doesn't know. So a person who's solely into the games don't even know the storyline of the comic. Like what happened to originally set off the feud between the two.
Yeah.
Like, do you know that from the game?
Well, it was the pregnancy of Lois, or like Superman was tricked into
the
killing
Joker and all of that.
It was Superman was tricked by the Joker. No, they don't know. But like the Joker was Superman was tricked into killing Lois Lane, thinking that he was a villain, and then he actually killed the pregnant Lois Lane, and it sent Superman into like a feud, and he killed the Joker by punching like right through him.
As Ronnie just said, to spoil.
Sorry, spoilers.
It's the first issue. It's the first issue. You're gonna read it. It's the first thing you're gonna find out.
I completely forgot that Kristen Wiig was casted as Cheetah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Eddie, you gotta check out that comic, man, because Superman killed the Joker. Like issue 1, you just see Superman's arm going through the Joker's chest, and Batman's like, did he just kill my arch enemy? You know what? Now I gotta hide everyone else. Superman's trying to take my job away.
Well, anyways, we're gonna cut it short. Well, not cut it short. We're gonna cut it here, not short, because it was actually a long stream. It's getting kind of late. So, but it was a very good stream, and I love the fact that a lot of you guys joined in on the conversation. It was a lot of fun to get your inputs.
Yes,
that was
it
was a hell of a stream, guys. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
But stay tuned for more. We're going to be doing Brian's podcast tomorrow, right?
We are going to try. The only thing I want to promise is, hey guys, make sure to come back next week for Ronnie's. We're going to try mine tomorrow. It's supposed to be tomorrow, but Ronnie's the guy who definitely does his daily videos every day, and so next week we will definitely be here with Ronnie's, and I want to definitely next week do a Batman one for mine. Definitely. As far as tomorrow goes, I do not have tomorrow planned, so if you guys want to go leave messages,
we'll do one. Brian, we'll start you off actually, just to give me more time to get home from work and stuff. We're gonna start yours at 8:30. Can we do that? Your channel?
I did not have plans for that, but we'll see. I don't want to we'll see.
Well, aside from that, though, stay tuned for that. Go to Brian's BMA Comics Con channel and subscribe to him and watch his videos. Until then, just remember that I'm doing the podcast on my channel every single Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever that your time zone is, check on that to compare. But this was a very good stream.
I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you guys I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. And Hunter Icky, I know
Hunter Icky, I love Toonami.
I know we didn't get to your Toonami question, but I feel like that in itself could be its own topic right there.
Yeah, Toonami, during that era, I was so happy to get home from school, and also every Saturday nights to watch it. Toonami was awesome.
That's how Toonami was.
Huge fan of the actor that voiced the robot on Toonami, which was Tom, and I even met him, Steve Bloom, who voices him, and he also did Cowboy Bebop. But that's a story for another time. We can talk about retro stuff at another stream at another time. So, anyways,
hold on one more second though.
Yeah,
I want to throw something in the.
Brian's channel is in. Well, actually, there it is. It's in the link right there.
Yeah. I'm BMA Comics Con. That's my name. No, my name's Brian, actually.
Yeah. Can you imagine being addressed as, hey, BMA Comics Con, what's going on?
It says so right here, Brian.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I should have put BMA Comics Con. Go ahead.
It's right there, guys. It's right there. Right there. The link is right there.
And if you didn't get that, that was BMA Comics Con.
All right,
What
guys.
does it stand for? Don't ask.
It's
But thank you guys again, Eddie.
bring my
Lusty Kid.
It's BMA Comics
Hunter
Con
Iggy.
stands for Bring My Apples Con. Please.
And Westy Kid, thanks for the sub. I look forward to seeing you over on my channel.
All right. And the rest of you guys subscribe. Don't forget, man. All right. It's been a fun stream. Stay tuned. If you don't subscribe to my channel, you are indeed not adequate. I'm trademarking that shit, dude. You're not adequate. So I'm trademarking that. I'm so gonna do that.
But Ronnie, I had fun.
Thank you
Guys out there in the chats. I had fun with you guys. I look forward to doing this hopefully tomorrow, but definitely next week.
All right,
and
definitely.
if it's tomorrow, it's gonna be 8. Ronnie, we said 8:30 Eastern, right?
For your channel. For me, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesdays.
Okay. So
all right.
Probably tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern. If you subbed, you'll know. But thank you guys. I had fun. It's been fun. It's getting late though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let Ronnie close it out.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys all in the next comic panel.